Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Now today what we got is our first Madden 22 news. Now if you are new to my channel, make sure to go ahead, leave a like on this video, and also subscribe if you are new. I drop daily Madden content on the channel, and by the time Madden 22 does come out, I would love to hit 2K subscribers, and I appreciate the support. Now just kind of getting into it, the cover is going to be Brady and Mahomes. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that. I want to focus on kind of the beta and also what to expect in the game. This is going to be just kind of my first reaction. I haven't seen nothing on this, haven't opened up Twitter, haven't done nothing. The first thing I think is very interesting in the community playtest, aka the beta, you're able to play Ultimate Team. I like that decision by them, because they're, I would say, probably the biggest game, Ultimate Team. I think that's kind of the thing, you know, they make money on. They should go ahead, let people test that out first, see how everything works, see if the servers are okay, because squads, dude, there were so many issues with squad servers. Hopefully they can do stuff with that. They also have Susar KO in the yard during week 2, and completely new and improved franchise. Now in the trailer, I can't show the trailer because I will get copyright striked and the video will be taken down, but they had the franchise actually looks interesting. It looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then if you don't know, they're gonna send you a code. You just go ahead, go to your PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, enter in the code. You got the beta, download it, play it. It pretty much tells you there's gonna be a lot of issues like the to expect during the beta. Now if you experience issues other than this, go ahead, go to their forum and go report that. But these are all known issues, so I'm assuming they're gonna go ahead, take care of those before the game drops. I'm gonna spend a little time on the pre-order bonuses. So the Dynasty Edition, you get 3-day early access, which I think pre-ordering it is always really nice, because that early access, you get to play it on August 17th compared to August 20th. And if we come down here, it's gonna be, and you get a little bit of stuff. So 100 staff points. This is interesting to me because this says use staff points to upgrade your franchise staff and roster. I'm assuming that's going to be kind of like how 2K does it. I don't know if it's exactly points, but I know in 2K you can like upgrade your person or whatever to get them like higher trade. If you play 2K, you know what I'm talking about. I'm doing a terrible job of describing it though. Face of the franchise looks pretty, like you start at level 10 of the general player class. I don't know what that means, but pretty interesting. Maybe face of the franchise might actually be like pretty fun. And you get one of the 32 starters. These players, like, they're cool names, but they are not going to be high overalls at all. But I think you can kind of assume each one of these players is going to be an elite player in the game. So like Mike Gesicki for my Dolphins, I didn't know if he was going to be an elite player, but nice to see that. Yeah, I don't really see any other surprises of like elite players in the game. You also get gold team packs, which those packs really weren't good. They're good to start out the year, just kind of get your team a little solid so you can do solos and get them better, but nothing really too crazy. And then you also, like, if you go ahead order the MVP edition, I think this is the better one. You get a choice of Brady or Mahomes, 1 of 32 NFL stars, just like the other thing we covered, and exclusive challenges. And with the standard, you do not get 3 days early access. So this pretty much will go ahead and say PS4, Xbox, you know, each one, old gen, new gen, getting Madden 22. You can upgrade it for free, going from Xbox One to Xbox Series X, PS4 to PS5. And then I think that's pretty much all it has to say. Now, this is gonna be interesting, okay? So I was wondering what they meant by dynamic gameplay. I watched the trailer, saw dynamic gameplay. Next gen stars driven AI. Next gen stat star driven AI, my fault. Can't read that good. That's interesting. Gameplay, game day atmosphere. Next gen movement 2.0, scary. That is a scary thing. The movement in next gen, you can say it's realistic all you want. It was not a fun game because of the movement, and a lot of people will go ahead and agree with me with that. You can have your own opinion, you can like it, but they need to go ahead and let at least like have some user skill in the game. Like in next gen, I felt like there was no user skill in the game, and that's why I personally never played it. Now this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the video right here. This is going to be all about gameplay, game modes. This is going to be what we want to talk about. Franchise. Let's see what they did. They said, we heard you, you know, fix Madden franchise. We are working hard to fix franchise. Let's see. There'll be more detailed staff management and skill tree progression systems with comprehensive weekly game strategies that integrates in your game plan. I cannot read, my bad. Through the regular season and all season, new scenarios will keep things fresh. Keep things fresh. Thank you. That was my one complaint about franchise. Wasn't fresh. As you weigh various risks and rewards to make the right decisions for your team. Oh my god, if you look back to my video that was like what Madden 22 needs or something, my dream list for Madden 22, this was it right here. Just go ahead, make it like where it's like a real NFL season. It's not like, you know, you get someone gets slightly hurt, right? Do you want to start this dude or start this dude? You get a choice, and you can still start your best player and not really go ahead and like have any risk or anything, right? With franchise and like an offline experience, I want it to be, oh, this guy demands a trade. I have to trade him right now. I have to. Or else, like, I don't know, I get fired or something, you know? Something crazy like that. Like, you have to trade a star player. You have to. Maybe you don't get good value for it. It's just something like, I don't know, just kind of like a real NFL season. He's not getting enough touches. I don't know. I think that would be a lot of fun, though. It says they will see improvement. So I do not believe anything EA says when they said we'll see improvements throughout the year, because they've lied about playbooks for the past 2 years, and playbooks were not updated in Ultimate Team once last year, and they barely got updated with any new plays, period, throughout the year. And then they said they're going to improve player scouting right here. So the yard right here, we're going to go ahead and look at it. The yard is back with new challenge-based solo campaign. New fields located on gorgeous beaches, battle boss characters. New ranked mode that can allow for you competitive yard players to test your skills against one another and earn rewards. I hope they mean rewards as in like throughout game modes. Like say you get franchise points, say you get ultimate team coins, something like that. Make the yard like beneficial throughout game modes, and I think the yard will be absolutely so fun. So this time you go ahead, you can be a quarterback, wide receiver, running back, or a linebacker. Okay, so that seems like the big change for face of the franchise. Obviously gonna be some new storyline stuff, but overall I'm not really worried about face of the franchise, and I could care less about Superstar KO. I do not care. If you care about Superstar KO, you can pause the video right here, read this. I will never play Superstar KO. Now this is where it's gonna be like kind of what now this is gonna be what I'm interested in right here. Dynamic gameplay. I want to see what they mean by dynamic gameplay. You can experience dynamic gameplay, new features that impact gameplay across every mode in this year's game, making the thrills and unpredictability. No, that's like the one thing, like, no, I don't really think people want unpredictability, right? Like if you throw a pass, the same pass should be open against the same defense every single time, right? Oh no, I hope this isn't what I think it is. This is basically like dynamic AI or whatever, DDA. Oh no. If this, oh my god, that might be one of the worst things I've read so far. Next gen stats, star-driven AI and game day atmosphere, which we'll dive into, make up dynamic gameplay, combine the power of next gen technology, real world player data, and enhanced AI. Okay, so I can get behind enhanced AI. Helps deliver the most emotionally driven and interactive gameplay yet. Okay, so the unpredictability thing really kind of threw me off, but the fact that they're saying like AI is pretty much going to be smarter and better. So this is what I was saying, right? If you're gonna go ahead and have this next gen movement where your user really can't user like crazy routes, you have to improve the AI and make them guard stuff. You have to make them smarter. You have to go ahead and make them like not give up certain routes and coverages that in previous games would be open because your user can go ahead and make up for it. But if they're gonna make the AI smarter and then go down that path, I can get behind that. Kind of make it like a little bit less user skill, but more kind of, I guess, like mental, like kind of like chess, you know what I mean? Like you make a good adjustment on your opponent, your zone actually plays where it's supposed to be, and then that is that. Every team and every player you know and love will be more true to life with next gen stats. Star-driven AI. It's going to change AI behavior and team tendency based on real-world data. With redesigned next-gen player movement, players will blitz, scramble, and break tackles during gameplay based on their real-world next-gen stats data. What about, okay, so they will blitz, scramble, and break tackles. What about my O-lineman blocking? How about that? Because I know you want like the star players to go crazy and blitz and everything, right? I don't want my tackle to be glitched out by a contain. Can we do that, please? Like, I get like improving like defense and like kind of like the skill players too, but O-line is the thing that needed a major improvement from 21. So let's see if they talk about that. The atmosphere is also bringing real NFL game scenarios to Madden 22. You'll experience the impact of spontaneous moments that can change the outcome of the game in a split second. Oh my god. please, for the love of God and Ultimate Team, do not be like this. So you're telling me, based on the field I play, I can lose in a split second? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Franchise and stuff like this stuff sounds really, really cool, but like if you're trying to play this game like seriously and you're trying to like win every game, right? This does not sound good. But I don't know, it might just be like not on the competitive game style. Hopefully it's not, because oh man, that's gonna be very annoying, I would say. I mean, I don't know, it's a give and take, right? With realism versus, you know, making a competitive esport, it's a give and take. I see why they do it. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. This is something I saw K-Mac tweet out. I could not find this in the Gridiron notes. I don't know where he found this, but for the first time ever during Ultimate Team, you'll be able to make halftime adjustments to Superstar X Factors to counter your opponent's strategies, plus dynamic gameplay. Also, there's gonna be stat tracking on cards. That's really nice. That's really cool. Love to see that. Now, Superstar X Factor to counter your opponent's strategy. Do they mean just X Factors, or do they mean Superstar ability? Now, I went ahead and saw a lot of people get angry at this, and they were not happy that you're able to change your Superstar abilities mid-games, but I am actually a really big fan of this. Let me tell you why. Because there's nothing worse than loading up a game, right? And then, you know, you load up with no edge protectors, because you face edge threat every like 1 in 50 games, something like that. I definitely exaggerated that right there, but you're pretty much screwed. You have to roll out, you know, double team, throw a delay fade like every single time, because if you don't, you're just gonna get shedded every single play. Now, I like this because you're telling me at halftime, like I only have to deal with 2 edge threats till halftime, and then I can go ahead, change my abilities around, counter his pass rush. I like that change. And you know, he might go ahead and then he might change his stuff to like 1 steps on the corner or something, right? Just run all out man coverage. Well, then I'm screwed because I went all out for the O-line. He adjusted, I adjusted. It is what it is, right? Like, I don't know, I'm kind of a fan of this change. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. So this was an example of kind of the dynamic thing. So in Chicago, your kicker will struggle a bit more in the cold and the wind. In Seattle, the 12th man will have an augmented field art when home field advantage kicks, making it difficult to see the routes on your players. And teams in Denver will struggle when trying to regain energy and stamina due to the lack of oxygen. Well, like I said, I like this in franchise and an offline game mode, but if you're playing on the competitive game style, I don't think this should matter. You know, I think EA probably, I hope so, is smart enough to realize that. Yeah, man, let me know down in the comments what y'all think. This has pretty much been the whole video. We learned a couple stuff about dynamic gameplay. The one thing that really scares me is that unpredictability. I want everything to be consistent within this game, and I get that like real life NFL is not like consistent. Like you can go ahead, throw up like a streak to whoever, right? Like Julio Jones and Homasa DB, right? Like I get it. I just don't want the game to feel like it's just DDA based, and that like I have little control of the outcome of the game. Now, I could be completely wrong. They could just be kind of wording it bad. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But other than that, man, it has been your boy Dill, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.